Welcome back to the course on Human Resource Management, Principles of Human Resource Management through NPTEL. My name is Aradhana Malik. I've been helping you with this course. We were talking about International Human Resources Management last time. And today, specifically in this lecture, I will be helping you understand the challenges to international human resource management. What are the challenges that human resources managers face in the context of international companies, where you have people going abroad to work, where you have foreigners coming into work in your organization, etc. So let's get on with it. International HRM, and today's topic is challenges to international HRM. The sources are this book by Briscoe, Schuler and Klaus, and Gomez, Mejia, Balkin and Cardy. I've shown you these books. One of the tools of managing human resources in the international context is the human resource information systems, and these information systems are nothing but computer programs that help manage human resources related data. That includes the basic information about employees, their skill sets, their resumes, their pay scales, their the number of years they have worked with the organization, the number of times they've taken leave, sometimes the number of hours they've been working. So all that data, with the positions they have worked in, what their jobs have entailed, etc. All that data is stored in these very complex programs called human resource information systems. One of the programs that I am quite familiar with that we use here at IIT is called the Enterprise Resource Planning program, which is the ERP, commonly known as the ERP, which also helps manage the HR related data in addition to a lot of other things. So these are very complex programs, and they handle all kinds of information, and they correlate different things. Now they are very necessary. They have become necessary. They were not necessary earlier, but they have become an essential tool in managing these complex volumes of information that we have. The problems that we encounter in even with the help of these programs are, the first problem that we see is keeping track of workforces in each country of operation. We need to keep track of who is working where, and despite the opportunities that these programs offer, we sometimes face problems trying to keep track of who's working where and for how long. Then keeping track of long-term international assignees, including home country contact information as well as foreign addresses, etc. When people are sent abroad on assignments, they may change positions, they may get promoted, they may have visa issues, they may bring their families, that are sponsored by the organization or that are sometimes partially sponsored by the organization. If they are on an international assignment abroad, then they may change addresses within the foreign country, their home address may change, their permanent address may change, their visa status may change. So all of this has to be documented for future use, especially if the organization has sponsored their visit abroad, and the alliance between the home country office and the foreign country office has to be there. So they have to be at par with each other in terms of information about every single employee who goes abroad. So you can imagine the complexity of information that is being handled here. So this can become a problem also, but this is one of the challenges that is dealt with by the HR information system. Then keeping track of short-term international assignees who may be commuting on extended business trips or on assignments that last only a few months. So long-term assignees, okay, there is some time to get caught up on data, but what about short-term visits? Somebody goes to a foreign office for 2 days for a meeting. A visa has to be arranged, a place of stay has to be arranged, some daily allowance, personal contingency allowance has to be given to this person, the number of days that the person spends in the office has to be accounted for, the number of days the person spends traveling to and from that office has to be accounted for. Then if a person is visiting a foreign country for the first time, the person may decide to take leave for a few days and stay in that foreign country for a few days just to see what the country is like. And many organizations permit this, that the travel cost is already covered, so you pay for those extra days that you stay in the foreign country out of from your own pocket. But you may want to see, and so all of this is taken care of by the organization, and all of this has to be documented, and it becomes really complex when you think of it. How much of that period that the person spent out of the office was on official work, how many days were permitted for travel, how many days were permitted as leave, what happened, where did the person stay, how much did the person spend from the expenses allowed by the company. So all of that has to be tracked and kept a record of, and that can become a problem. And how many days in which country? Sometimes you may decide to combine the stays in different countries. For example, if a person goes to Europe, then so many countries can be covered in one trip because Europe is so well connected and the countries are small as compared to larger countries like India or the US or Canada. So people may, keeping track of who is going where, how much expense is the person incurring from his or her own pocket, and how much expense the company is bearing, all that has to be kept all that has to be documented. Keeping track of international assignee compensation and benefits packages in some form of comparable information, since most international assignees have unique compensation packages. This becomes so complex and so difficult because every assignee has a unique set of needs and a unique set of compensation package. Now, you may be at a different stage in your personal life and the company decides to sponsor your spouse's visa as a dependent visa, or the company says, okay, we'll tell the government that so and so is your spouse and we are sort of taking partial responsibility. The company may decide to sponsor your children's education in a foreign country depending on what stage your children are at. If they are in school, then they may decide to pay a portion of the fees of the children's school. So all of that has to be accounted for, and all of that has to be kept a record of, and all of that has to be somebody has to keep track of who's going where, for what purpose, how many days, how many months, how many years a person is staying in a foreign country. So all of that has to be accounted for. If you have say you have a provision for paying the tuition fees of the children, of the tuition of the sorry, if you compensate for the education of somebody's children in a foreign country, then that there has to be some parity between how much you spend on the education of, say, children of employees in an expensive country like, say, the United Kingdom versus an inexpensive country like, say, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, for example. Comparably. So will you calculate it in terms of equitability of or will you calculate this money in terms of the purchasing power, or will you calculate it in terms of saying that we will not pay for your children's education in private schools, we'll only pay for your children's education in state-run schools, but if you go there, state-run schools are not very good, so you decide to send your child to a private school. So how much money does the organization pay, and how much money do you pay out of your own pocket? So all of that, when you think of the complexity, all of this is managed by computer programs, and it becomes a challenge for the computer program. Okay, because and especially when you're calculating parity in terms of money. Now the value of say a currency like pound sterling may be very different from the value of a currency like, say, the Chinese yen, and so where do you the Japanese yen. So there is, how do you calculate the percentages, and how do you calculate the parity is what becomes a problem. Okay. Problems with international human resource information systems, providing identification numbers for all employees around the globe and a way to standardize these, since many countries have their own identification numbers. I mean, we use identification numbers to identify our employees. How many times can we remember them by names? And so many times the same, people with similar names or the same names may come up. So we assign unique identification numbers, and those identification numbers have to be in line with the method of providing identification numbers in that country of operation. So the system has to be equipped to deal with these different complexities. Having multilingual capabilities and fields that can accommodate diverse requirements. For example, in some countries the names might be much longer. In some countries the names may have number of abbreviations in front of them. Some countries the addresses may be longer. I can give you the example of say the zip codes or pin codes. In India it is known as the pin code, postal index number. US calls it zip code. So US zip codes are 5 numbers long. In India the pin codes are 6 numbers long. Now that system has to be flexible enough to accommodate the difference in the pin and zip code. I mean, they are both identification numbers for different locations, but how do you, how does, if your system can only accept 5 numbers, then you cannot enter in a zip code for India. If you're so all of that has to be taken into account. Excuse me. Multiple spouses in some countries, people may have multiple spouses also, and that's a given in that country, so that has to be accounted for. Foreign currency conversions for payroll, which can vary daily. Now you may decide to pay the employees in terms of course you pay them in the local currency, but the equivalence is decided before they go. So you say so many dollars equivalent to so many Indian rupees. Now the rate of the dollar has been, the value of the Indian rupee has been going down in comparison with the US dollar. So how do you account for that? Do you reduce the salary in terms of dollars because their expenses locally will not go down? And if the rupee is being devalued, then you have to adjust for these changes in the currency rates over time. So how do you account for that? Standard formatting for compensation and benefits variations from country to country. So how do you format the compensation and benefits? How do you code them, etc. Budgeting and tracking payroll given various currencies and currency fluctuations. Government versus private health and pension benefits in various countries. You have an employee who served in a foreign country for a long time, you give them pension benefits in terms of that country's currency. Now that can become a problem. If you are if you're based in India and you're operating in a country where the currency is the value of the currency is changing very frequently in terms of Indian rupees or in comparison with the Indian rupees, so it becomes very difficult to manage the fluctuations, and it becomes very difficult to budget for all this. I mean, how can you predict how much what the Indian rupee will be in terms of the US dollar say 6 months from now? Of course there are programs, there are people who can do that, but the accurate budgeting cannot be done and planning cannot be. So something you have to keep some sort of contingency funds to tide over these problems. And because currency rates fluctuate very frequently, so that can result in your recalculation, your need to recalculate benefits and compensation, and that can cause a problem for the program. Major variances in leaves of absence and paid time off from country to country. What constitutes time off, or so, and how is somebody included in an active headcount? For example, you're based in say Alaska, and there's a massive snowstorm and you are holed up, you just cannot get to the office. You want to go, but you have 6 feet of snow outside your door. What do? You're sitting and working at home. Just because you don't reach the office would that count as a leave of absence, or would that count as paid time off, because for whatever reason there's been a massive snowstorm and maybe the power lines are cut, maybe you have no power, you can't drive to work, there is no way that you could have predicted this on the previous day, so you could have carried work home. How do you manage this problem? And or maybe there are local holidays, South Asian countries, there are local holidays because of which you cannot reach the offices, so how do you account for these local problems? You're stuck in a traffic jam in Calcutta, for example. I mean, if you are familiar with Calcutta, you'll know what I'm talking about. Traffic jams in Calcutta, or these days even Bangalore, or sometimes even Delhi or Bombay, are notorious. You get stuck in a traffic jam, you just cannot reach the office on time, and that's a given. People living in that city understand this, but people say if an office is based, if the head office is in a country where this is unknown or people are not aware of these traffic jams, they could see it as tardiness. They'll say you budget it in your time and leave your house 2 hours early. I mean, if in a place like Delhi you leave 2 hours early, you could get to your office within half an hour. You couldn't get to, there could be a chance where you could reach the office in 3 hours. So how do you budget for that variation in time? Okay, so employment contracts with their major variances from country to country, how do you draft the contracts for people in that country? So the conditions vary from country to country. The minimum wage that is governed by the or that is mandated by the by law varies from country to country. So how do you account for these? Number of hours worked and vacation days, again these would vary from country to country, from region to region. Termination liabilities, what is your liability? What are you supposed to pay to your employees if you fire them? And that depends on the law of the land that you're operating in, and that will vary from country to country, and that becomes a problem for a standard computer system. So that has to be built in the system. Tracking visas for various types of international assignees and families and business travelers, schedules for renewal, etc. Somebody goes abroad on a foreign assignment and is somehow laid off or put on the back bench, and in the meantime the visa expires, but then the employee manages to convince you that she or he can be rehired. So there could be a lapse between that time. On what condition would you renew the visa? What would you do for the time that the person is not on, or the person has not yet come back? And I mean, all kinds of problems could come up at that time. So, and how do you renew the visa? Maybe you renew a different kind of visa, maybe you take the person on as an intern and then want to convert this to a full-time position later, so the visa change has to be there. So all that has to be built into an HR system, if at all it is being governed by the system, or somebody sitting in an office has to maintain the file and has to keep checking the rules from time, which keep changing from time to time. So that becomes very complex. And how you need to keep track of visas. If you have sponsored the visa of an employee, it is your responsibility to remind the employee to get the visa renewed or leave the country well within time, so that neither you nor the employee is penalized. Because if you have sponsored the visa and the person decides to overstay the visa, then you could get into trouble. Tracking family information for international assignees, including educational support. I've already talked about this. So okay, international job postings, locations, timing, job responsibilities, applicable employment contracts, how do you match the time when people need to talk to their clients, etc. Terms and conditions of employment variances from country to country, keeping track of all the firms' union contracts and their variances. Now, if you're a multinational company and you have unions in different places, their requirements, their contracts, your understanding with them, your strategies for dealing with them will vary from country to country, and all this has to be managed in a central location. Data privacy laws that protect personal information residing in HR information systems and the backup systems, which are often in another country. So your actual information is in one country and the backup information is in another country, and the data privacy laws could vary from country to country. So how do you account for these variations? Laws regarding the transfer of personal data from one country to another. an employee gets transferred from, say, India to Sri Lanka. Now that personal data has to be transferred somehow. How do you transfer that personal data? Do you give a disk to the person concerned? Do you transfer it online? Where are the this personal data could be stolen by somebody else. I mean, it's a big liability to transfer this data safely. So all that has to be done through the information system. Does it have to be entered into the new system? How do you do all that? So that becomes an issue. Okay, some challenges for human resources globally. There are not enough opportunities perceived to be in the human resources arena because of higher priority to other aspects of businesses like operations, like finance, like production, like marketing, like sales. So all of the other aspects of the business take a higher priority, and people, unfortunately, businesses do not place a very high priority on human resources in the international arena. Increased number of employee relations issues. People are becoming much more aware of their rights, they are becoming much more involved and engaged in their jobs, and the employee relations issues are coming to the forefront. So people are more, demanding more, giving more of themselves to the organization and demanding more from the organization in terms of taking care of its employees. So the bond between the employee and the organization has become much stronger over time, and that becomes a challenge, because if people become more aware, then you have to be 10 steps ahead of them to advise them as to how this relationship can be managed as best as possible. Globalization and freer trade are leading many countries to change their legal frameworks, which impacts international HR practices and local country management. There is freer trade, people are becoming more open to hiring people from other countries. Suitable employment can be taken, suitable employees can be taken from any country, but that brings with it a whole slew of challenges that we've just discussed. So we need to be careful, we need to keep the laws of the parent country of the employee also in mind while hiring people from other countries. So, and that needs to be merged, or that needs to be aligned with the local laws of the country within which we are operating. So that becomes a challenge. There is very little consistency in human resource infrastructure for delivery of international HR programs around the world. HR systems vary from country to country for the simple reason that people are coming from very different mindsets, they are bringing very different skill sets, they are bringing very different expectations to the table. For example, in mostly primarily community oriented cultures, people are more used to a bureaucratic style of functioning. For them, creativity, a flatter organization is a new thing, and it takes some getting used to. On the other hand, people coming from very individualistic societies, very goal oriented societies with very little power distance, or with a smaller power distance, a shorter power distance, may feel cramped and may feel restricted in a very well defined bureaucratic structure where they are expected to follow orders, where there is this very strict chain of command. So, I mean, adjustment of different employees to different kinds of systems becomes a problem. And even if an attempt is made to maintain the culture of the local of the parent organization, the local culture does creep in because we are all sort of functioning in that culture. So a balance needs to be maintained, and I don't know if I have the liberty to mention it here, but a very nice example of this is a TV series called Outsourced, and if you're interested, you might like to watch it. It's quite an interesting picturization, quite an interesting depiction of what happens when people from one country come and try and run the show in another country. So what employees want in various locations around the world is constantly changing and often creates new and difficult challenges. So the expectations people bring to the table change from country to country, and that becomes a challenge. Global workforces want top level leadership from within their own countries, not just from headquarters. I mean, what kind of leadership do people want? That also becomes an issue. If you are functioning in one country, you don't want somebody sitting in another country who doesn't have any knowledge of your country telling you what to do. You need somebody from within your own milieu to come and head the organization, because you feel that they will know your situation better. Local workforces and local HR staffs want their local office dynamics to be respected by corporate headquarters. People want the corporate headquarters to understand, to appreciate the challenges that locals face, and everybody wants a representation in the top management. Local subsidiary and joint venture managements want expatriates to take ownership of becoming a part of the country they are assigned to. Now, the expectations of the employees are that they want somebody to accept them as they are. The organization expects its employees to take ownership and become a part of the milieu that they are a part of. Continuous change in the needs of employees worldwide. Employees want very clearly defined career paths for themselves. Local offices often feel left out of corporate planning. They want the corporate planning to include them. Local business units expect to be included in executive visits from headquarters, not to be taken for granted. They want people from the headquarters to come and see what is really going on. Employees in foreign subsidiaries around the globe want variable compensation schemes to include them, to be included in parent company decisions regarding total rewards planning. So they want to have a say in the final decision making process of the organization. Challenges to international human resource functions involving multinational enterprises. True globalization and standardization of international human resource functions, very, very important and very difficult because of the differences in culture in different countries. Global redistribution and relocation of work due to changing organizational design. I mean, if you are a multinational company, people will want to move from one office to another. They would like the opportunity to be transferred internationally. And absorption of acquired businesses, merging of existing operations on a global scale, staffing, attempts to develop and harmonize core HR processes. So, I mean, just a restructuring and a feeling of being one with all the different units of an international organization. Rapid startup of international operations and organization development as they mature through different stages of the business cycle. So, where the stage that you're at will also determine how you deal with these challenges. Changing capabilities of international operations with increased needs for upskilling of local operations and greater complexity. Need to capitalize on the potential of technology to facilitate human resource functions, etc. I mean, there are a whole bunch of challenges. I will not go through each one independently because it's all self-explanatory. You'll be given these slides, but the complexity of functioning in different countries makes our lives as HR professionals very, very complex. This is very important. Offering a compelling value proposition to the employees of the firm and understanding and then marketing the brand that the firm represents across global labor markets that in practice have different values and different perceptions. So, really understanding how to market the brand as a whole as an international brand and not as a local brand, and still appeal to the tastes, and integrating the needs and expectations of the employees with the processes that the organization is involved in. Identification of problems faced by HR professionals as they experience changes in the level of decentralization and centralization. How do you decide what to decentralize, what to pass on to the local offices, what to control centrally, etc. All that is a big challenge. Some opportunities for strengthening international HR, professionalization of international HR. There's a way to do that. There's a global HR certification organization. There's Society for Human Resource Management. Narrowing international HR competency gap. So increasing our competencies, development of organizational initiatives that can effectively attract, retain and engage employees on a global scale who can achieve the organization's strategic global perspective. So the organization can actively take initiatives, can actively develop programs to get the best talent and retain it, and help the employees develop their skills. Developing HR, international HR sustainability. Some jobs that you can undertake. Okay, yeah. Ability to educate and influence line managers on HR policies. So education of employees, enhancing the technology literacy or technology capabilities of the employees, technical capabilities, being able to anticipate the changes, you know, being perceptive, being receptive to the changes that are occurring. Leadership is another thing that you can enhance, focusing on the quality of IHR services within the enterprise, just looking for opportunities, and improving the quality of services offered by the human resources professionals, defining a vision for the future and communicating it to the department, developing broad knowledge of many functions of HR and excelling in them, being willing to take appropriate risks in development and implementation of innovative HR policies, being able to demonstrate the financial impact of IHR policies, another very important thing, because everything we do has an impact on the input that goes into the organization and the output of the organization. So just finding out how the financial implications of everything we do as professionals. What can the IHR department do? Hire people with international experience as far as possible, so they know what they're dealing with. Disperse people with international experience throughout the firm. Let them go, let them take their experience, and let them help the others learn from this experience. Learn how to recruit and assign on a global basis and keep employees as satisfied as possible. Increase the firm's international information inputs. In order to know what is required in the international arena, we need to know what is happening there. So we need to enhance, you know, we need to keep our antennas up and keep our information channels clear. Train everyone in cross-cultural communication, etiquette, protocol, negotiation styles and ethics. Ensure international development assignments. Pursue global programs in HR certification that will help you learn even more. Understand and appreciate the importance of developing themselves to better carry out the global objectives of the organization. And that is all I have for you today in this part of international human resources or challenges to international human resources. We will continue with some more human resource learning in the next session. Thank you very much for listening.